Hey, everybody. This is Arlena with the ODAT Chat podcast and now YouTube channel. I just wanted to jump in. I'm going to be jumping in every Tuesday, actually, with a quick little tip and some random thoughts about recovery. And today I want to talk about believing in yourself. And it might sound crazy, especially in the beginning when you're trying to get sober. And it might feel like, in the beginning of recovery, typically there's a lot of failure, right? You try over and over again, and that's totally normal, right? But it's easy to internalize that and start to think or believe that you're fundamentally broken. I know that's what happened to me. I tried all these different things to get better and to stop drinking, and I just couldn't. And I remember this time in my life where it was just so dark, and I was like, this is never going to happen for me. And did I believe in myself? Absolutely not. But what ended up happening is that I started to surround myself with people who had what I wanted. I started listening to stories of people that had overcome their addiction and alcoholism. And I began to have some hope, right? And I was meeting these people that were amazing speakers. They just seemed to be so wise and so funny. And I was like, I want to be like those people. And I was talking to this woman about it, and she said, people are just mirrors. You can't love or hate something about somebody else unless it's something you love or hate about yourself. And it works in the positive too, right? So she told me if I see it in others, it means that I have it. And for whatever reason, it made my heart leap, and it gave me hope that maybe she was right. And I just kept surrounding myself with people who were taking action. I was learning emotion management skills. I was learning, oh my God, I was learning so much in the beginning. Um, all these paradoxes you learn in the beginning of recovery, like surrender to win. And if you don't take the first drink, you can't get drunk. It's not the first drink. It's not the 12th drink that gets you drunk. It's the first one, right? It's the insanity. I learned about the allergy of the body and the obsession of the mind, and how my mind could rationalize and justify an excuse. Man, I learned so much in the beginning. And I just want to say that over time, I start, one day at a time, like ODAT, the name of the podcast. That's how I began to believe in myself. I began to see that I could get through difficult situations. I could, painful experiences like with family or relationships, whatever. I could stay sober through painful things, experiences. I learned a new way to process my feeling. And I also learned a new way of self-care, right? I learned about prayer. I learned about meditation. I learned about how the issues are in the tissues. So I started learning about body care. And, one day at a time, I started getting a track record of recovery. And I suddenly realized one day that I had it all along. All I needed to do was surround myself with people and take some action. It wasn't easy, but I was lucky. The obsession was removed pretty early on, and I just continue to take good self-care, right? I stay close to the solution. I've learned how to process my negative feelings and accept them. I have learned to really focus on the positive and cultivate a positive mindset. And I utilize all kinds of tools. I do creative visualization. I have a manifestation statement that I say. I do gratitude lists. I'm in service a lot. So all these things contribute to my recovery. And I'm not any different than anybody else. It's really all about cause and effect. And, you know, in religion, they call it, you reap what you sow. Other people call it karma. It's like what you put out, you get back. So, it's just about cause and effect. Look at the people in your life that you admire who have what you want and do what they do. They tell you that in business. They tell you that in coaching, find somebody who has what you want and model what they do. So, I just want to give you some encouragement that you can do it too. I don't care how hopeless you feel. It's just a thought. That is fear. That is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. So You don't have to rely on yourself, right? You need a power greater than you. And I would encourage you to start exploring a power greater than you. It could be nature, it could be God, it could be God, meaning a group of drunks, community. Just, we are better together, we are stronger together. So, and that's a power greater than you too. So I just want to give you a little encouragement today that, if you're in that place, and it doesn't matter if it's drinking or other things, or a million sugar, I don't know, there's shopping, there's so many things that we use to distract ourselves from the present moment. We find the present, there's something unacceptable about the present moment. We have like this restlessness and irritability, and obsession and distraction is a function of the brain. It's there to try to protect you from pain. But learning a new way of life and learning a new way to take care of your feelings and manage your feelings instead of stuffing them or distracting from them, that's what real recovery is about, right? So in recovery, we learn to recover our whole selves, even the bad parts. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen today, and I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe or hit the like button, whatever, so that you can continue to get more positive messages. I have great interviews coming up that I'm really excited about. I have all kinds of new resources for you at the odatchat.com website. You could also join us on the Facebook group. Tons of resources. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I believe in you.